Hello everyone and welcome to Life Transformation UK. My name is Ben and today I want to share with you why self-improvement and personal development is so very important to take on in your life. Now, I started my journey of self-improvement when I was about 18 or 19 years old. I had just come out of a number of rough life circumstances and I was about to head to university, and it was around that time that I really started getting interested in the idea that I could improve my own life over time. And at the beginning I didn't really understand the importance of it. For me it was a means to an end when I first started out, because I wanted to be more confident and a little bit less anxious and depressed in my life, because I just come out of what had been at the time a very long-term relationship, and I really wanted to get myself into a better place where something like that wouldn't affect me so badly the next time it happened. So I started learning about how to make my life better, and well, long story short, here I am now with a passion for self-improvement and a passion for helping people to make the best of their lives as well. But oftentimes when I talk about self-improvement, a lot of people sometimes don't recognize the importance of it. So that's what I want to share a little bit about today, why it is so very important to engage in self-improvement. And the simple truth of the matter is, if you don't help yourself, then nobody else will help you. Now, it might be the case that you've got a supportive partner, a supportive family, a friend that really wants to help you out, but at the end of the day, you will not change unless you want to, and unless you put in that effort to make your life better. At the end of the day, what self-improvement actually is not this kind of esoteric journey from zero to hero. Instead, it is the process of taking personal responsibility in your life for everything that you can be in control of. But it's also the process of letting go of the things that you can't control. A lot of self-improvement advice out there is focusing on things like positive thinking and energy and the law of attraction, and it is designed to give you the idea that you can control things that simply are not in control, or at least not in your control. And it's all very well and good when you're trying to use the law of attraction to find yourself a better parking space, but there are many of these books which kind of dive into the idea that you can attract massive amounts of money. Just put into Amazon law of attraction and the lottery, and there's at least a few books on there that tell you that you can use the law of attraction to win the lottery. And of all the situations out there in the world, the lottery is something over which you have the least amount of control. There is no way to rig it. There's no way to manifest it. It is entirely random, and it's designed to be that way. The reason I know that the law of attraction won't work for the lottery is that there are so many people doing it and so few people that win it. So taking personal responsibility in your life is what self-improvement is all about. And you can hire a coach, you can hire a therapist, you can read £3,000 worth of self-help books, and I've done all of those things, and none of them changed my life like taking personal responsibility has. I never started to get healthier until I started to discipline myself to eat right and work out on a regular basis. I did not really start to focus on building this online business until I decided that I had to take personal responsibility, and I couldn't be looking to coaches and mentors and friends and family to get me through it. I just had to sit down and start, and this is where I am right now. I mean, just in terms of YouTube, this is my 49th video in as many days. I am over halfway through a 90-day YouTube challenge even, but I wouldn't have got to where I was unless I decided to take personal responsibility, because there have been some days where I have not wanted to do this. I almost genetic, or at least I used to be almost genetically lazy and averse to hard work, but not so much anymore. I have given myself no choice but to do this every day for 90 days and probably even past 90 days as well. And that is taking personal responsibility, because as I said at the beginning of this video, nobody is going to help you unless you help yourself, because you can get all the advice in the world, you can get all the support in the world, but you will not succeed in what you are trying to do unless you actually go out and do the work. So it is all about you. Self-improvement is all about you. In psychology, we have this concept of locus of control, and that is all about your personal responsibility. And there are things which are within your locus of control. You control whether you set your alarms to wake up on time. You control whether or not to get out of bed at that first alarm. You control whether or not you're going to hit that snooze button. All that is within your control. What's not within your control is your phone randomly shorting out during the night and therefore your alarms switching off. That's not within your control. But setting those alarms and doing everything you can to succeed, that is within your control, and that is within your ability to take personal responsibility for. But at the same time, you have to know that there are some things that you are simply not in control of. It's why you have that serenity prayer in the Alcoholics Anonymous group, for example, where you are asking for essentially for the ability to know what things are within your control and what things are outside of your control, and really investing in your ability to take control when you can and have grace when things are outside of your control, accepting that some things happen and you cannot control them. And acceptance is a huge part of self-improvement, because there are going to be some days where no matter how hard you try, it's just not going to happen, and that is a awful feeling to have. I admit that, because I get that feeling on a regular basis, that I'll do a lot of work and nothing will come of it, and then there'll be other times during the day where I do a lot of work and something does happen, and you have to get through both of those times knowing that there are variables that you can control, things that you can do, but sometimes things simply will happen. And that's the reality of self-improvement. And again, that's all about taking personal responsibility for your actions and also for how you react to things that happen as well. So if I had to answer the question of why self-improvement is so important, I would say that self-improvement is important because it is teaching each individual person to take personal responsibility in their life, and that is something that I believe the world is truly lacking at the moment. We all could use a little bit more responsibility. I see people on a daily basis believing that they are victims of circumstance, when a lot of them could make their lives a lot better just by taking personal responsibility. It took me about 19 years before I really started to take control of my life. If you're watching this video today, I urge you not to wait as long as I did. Just get started and be your best self today. Take that personal responsibility and transform your life. So I hope you have found this video useful. If you have, make sure to leave a like on the video and also a comment letting me know how it is that you're going to be taking personal responsibility and transforming your life today. And while you're down there, why not subscribe to the channel as well? But as I said, I hope you have found this video useful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one very soon.